Hello, my beautiful ducklings, it's your friendly Grubbeteer, and I'm back again with a Steven Universe vlog, and I'm all better from Bieber fever, or whatever sickness I had last week, so worry not, but because I was still getting over it, this is a little bit of a late vlog, and I guess I kinda didn't feel like doing it anytime soon because, how do I say this? Today's episode is On the Run. And in this episode, Steven and Amethyst. Steven's sitting at home and I think he was reading or something. And the gems come back from a mission, and they have the little toothpaste Orby creatures that they got back in the what was that episode? You know the episode. You all know the episode. Back in the, really important episode, they were all trying to repair the, warp that would bring all the gems back to their homeworld. And Amethyst is kind of grumpy about this, but you don't know why. So, out of kind of a little bit of... I don't remember what it was. I'm a little fuzzy today, but, out of what I can't recall what it was... Steven and Amethyst decide to live a life on the run, on the lam, much like Steven's favorite book series, Boxcar Children / Harvey Boys parody thing. So they live a life on the lam, well, not on the lam, on the run, going around picking up rides from strangers, living in boxcars, eating in the little sacks, whatever those are called, I don't remember. Being hobos, pretty much, which is when Amethyst brings Steven to a special little crevice canyon kind of place called the kindergarten, which is apparently where she came from, in which we learn that Amethyst is the only gem of the 4 main gems, Rose being one of the main gems, that actually came from Earth, much like Steven. And she didn't just come from Earth, she came from a hole in the wall. And Steven looks, and there are thousands and thousands of more holes in the wall. It looks like the opening to the Muppet Show. And they have all little domes, and they come out, and they stick their heads out. And then, the big banner comes down, but they're all in the background. It looks like that. You have to be there. You have to see the episode to know. It's cool. It's cool like that. Anyway, and so, it's called the kindergarten, if I didn't say that, and Amethyst talks all about, what she did here, that rock was that rock, and blah, 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 blah. She has a whole bunch of fond memories, to which Pearl warps in with her little warps thingy, and says that she was, they were all obviously worried sick about where Steven and Amethyst went, and that Amethyst is not allowed to bring Steven to the kindergarten for reasons blurred upon in the episode. In an actually really cool fight scene, Amethyst and Pearl have a really cool fight scene. Steven tries to stop him and everything. And then Amethyst, cries and goes back into her hole. Sounds weird. But, the hole in the stone. And then Pearl apologizes. I think. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's not that I don't remember the episode. I'm just a little off today. It's not anything bad. I'm just I went to bed late last night. I need an adult. So they apologize, and Steven and Pearl and Amethyst all go back home, and everybody's happy. Or are they? Because at the end of the episode, there's a grumbling sound in the... I don't know what it was. It was I couldn't tell if it was a grumbling sound, something was coming up, or if that was a screaming sound or something. I don't know. But that means something was in the preschool, or the kindergarten, whatever it is. And then the episode ends. See, the thing is, last few vlogs, I haven't been the most positive about the show, I guess. It's not anything bad. I still love the show. Especially with ones like alone together, you guys didn't quite like how I said I didn't like stuff. So that is why I'm a little afraid to say this episode was awesome. I loved this. It was great. This was a great episode. This was a Rebecca sugared up episode, but still it was a great episode. And what I mean by Rebecca sugared up is, and I'm gonna do it a million more times. I may as well start now. Go back to Adventure Time. Go back to I Remember You, which answered few questions, but raised more questions with the questions answered. It'd be like there's a scene, Amethyst is like, you guys don't want me here. I'm just a huge mistake. And that's answering a question, but creating many more questions. Where's Amethyst from? Why was she a mistake? What? And that's what Rebecca Sugar does. She wrote the Simon and Marcy episodes of Adventure Time. The Simon and Marcy episode itself, the one, titled Simon and Marcy, is pretty much all that. Answering questions, but when those questions are answered, more questions are generated from that. And it's pretty apparent in this episode. It's all seen. I mean, everything is in place. It's really well paced at times, really well executed at times. Everything was very well put together at times in this episode. Until I love this episode. It's a great episode. It really helps progress the story along. However, I didn't really like the kindergarten that much. It was a really cool idea. I mean, it's a really cool idea. Obviously, she was thrown to Earth. You can see the hole is really deep. That's not just a hole. That's not just a hole like you dig a hole in the ground. That's, you throw something really fast and it, creates a big dent in the wall. And obviously, there were thousands of other possibly mistake gems because you can see all the other holes. Does that mean they're still on Earth? Does that mean they're off Earth? Are they one of the creatures that's up in the sky or whatever? I don't know. It's also said there's so many questions this episode answers, but generates 20 billion more by saying, it said Pearl, Amethyst, not Amethyst, Pearl, Garnet, and Rose, they weren't from Earth. It's just said right there. It's like their home wasn't originally Earth. They stayed on Earth to protect it. So it's like, where are they from? Are there more gems like them? Are the gems from a certain planet look like, does everybody on Garnet's planet look like Garnet? Does everybody on Pearl's planet look like Pearl? What does it mean? Amethyst was only this planet? Why? What's the kindergarten? What were those big War of the World spider creature things in the kindergarten? Which are all really, really good questions. Really, really good questions brought up in a really good atmosphere with really good pacing-ish. I say ish because there was like some times there's some times when Amethyst was just seeming like, I don't know, unnecessarily mean, if that makes sense. I mean, I know it was something like, it's a really important thing, you don't make fun of someone's existence. That's just, dude, make fun of someone's existence. Sorry, who does that? It's just like, man, it's such a shame Bill exists from that. And you know what I mean. Obviously there's reason to get mad at that. I just felt she kind of got mad at times, especially someone she cares about so much as Steven, just kind of harming him a little bit. I didn't, that was kind of out of character. Anyway, sorry, back to the thing. So many great questions brought up with a great atmosphere, with great pacing-ish, and great, awesome fight scene with awesomeness. Awesome. I mean, you see the gems fighting some monsters that are working together, which, makes some really cool teamwork. But if you see them fighting alone against each other, then the teamwork they have then is put against each other, and that also creates a really cool dilemma and a really awesome fight scene. There's there's like a second of animation where just like Pearl jumps and like Amethyst like swings her whip at her and they jump over each other, and I don't know what it was, just like that second of animation was like so fluent. It was just a really fluent second. But the thing I don't like about the kindergarten is that, you know, there's all that things I just said, the atmosphere, Joe Pesci, everything you love about the show is really great. However, they just kind of, the introduction to it is a little weird. They just kind of jump off the boxcar, or the train, it doesn't matter. They jump off the boxcar, and Amethyst just kind of like, hey, follow me. So I guess, I don't know if like they walked a long way or if it was just standing right there, and, you know, Amethyst is like, come on, Steven, ask the question. It's right there. Come on. If you ruin this for me, that'd be great. So the introduction to that was a little weird. Kind of like me being like, hey guys, come here, look at this. And then just like cutting to me in Paris looking at the Eiffel Tower. Cut now. Oh, dang it. That would be so cool if it just did that. Anyway, I wish I was Paris. Where was I going with this? Yeah, the introduction's a little off, a little weird, whatever, glasses. A little weird, whatever, and the whole War of the World statue things being there was kind of strange. And Amethyst just seemed a little out of care. I mean, everybody gets happy about their home. They're like, hey, this is my glasses case. This is my Kirby. This is my everything I love about my home is right here, guys. But put Kirby back. But you know, she's like the punk, the rebel, the yo diggy. Seeing her get all giddy and excited about something as silly as a crevice, I guess, is really either sad, as in, oh, that's her home. Well, that's kind of, you know, sad that that's what she grew up in, or sad like, wow, really, Amethyst it's a ditch. You're getting excited about a ditch. You were like the coolest character, but that's it. Real, I don't know what else to say about it. Like, the kindergarten was cool. It just was. It didn't answer anything. It answered like 2 questions. Okay, Amethyst was a mistake. Amethyst was born on Earth. There are more gems that came from Earth. That's 3 questions off the top of my head. If you can think of any more, you'll probably put them down in the comments anyway. So really, it was a good episode, but I really don't like when it raises more questions than it answers, because I have a feeling it's not going to come back to this anytime soon. But of course, you know, with my luck, next episode is going to be about the kindergarten or whatever. So I don't know. You know what? Take it with a grain of salt. Whatever. I don't know. What do I know? I'm just Joe Pesci. Oh yeah, like the video if you like the video. Yeah, that's what I do.